For many times I was laughed at and not believed in, but it was still a kid with a dream and a belief in himself.
I feel I still have room to improve. I still set goals for myself to strive for. I'm never complacent with what I've achieved.
We have money, we have everything, we have fame. But the most important thing is the family. Keep your family healthy, good, and take care of your family, because this is the most important thing in the world.
Failing to prepare was preparing to fail. The night before a game, I ate the same food. I went to bed at the same time. I got up, I ate the same breakfast. Some people call it superstition, but it's a routine.
I went on the courts with just a ball and a racket and a hope.
Because you might be actually not feeling great physically or mentally, you're drained, but the confidence somehow gets you through. And when you don't have confidence, that's then when you have to sort of trust all the hard work you've done, and you have to keep on working hard so success comes back.
I make mistakes, but I strive every day to be a perfectionist.
Set yourself a definite goal and work hard toward that goal, and don't let anything or anyone stop you in the process, no matter what it is.
I didn't really care about the standings or, the perception of my style or whatever, as long as I could keep learning these new tricks. And so as I was successful in competition and winning a lot of the events, my job was just keep getting better.
All of you, I know you got him. I know you got him picked, but the man's in trouble. I'm gonna show you how great I am.
People perform better when there's no safety net. People perform better in sports and everything else if you don't have a plan B.
We were down 1-0. If you walked into our locker room at halftime, you thought we were up 3-0.
Nothing external can defeat the internal. The only thing that can take someone down or break you down is internal. Nothing external is strong enough.
You just never give up, because you never know what can happen. You never know who you can inspire and who you can influence.
I'm not going to go out and say I'm the greatest this or that. I was a kid with a dream. That's it.
You have to fail in order to climb that ladder.
You are fighting the greatest fight of all times.
And I fought because I knew it was not doomed to be a losing fight. It couldn't be a losing fight.
As long as you believe in what you're doing and you're doing things you love to do, then you can go out there and be the best at it. And that's, that should give you a lot of enjoyment, fulfillment in your life.
Always keep an open mind that there's something out there for each and every one of you. And it's up to you to go out there and find your niche.
You learn just to stick with it. I mean, there's lots of days where you don't really feel like doing it, or you don't feel like grinding it out, and you got to do it. Those are the highs and lows of being an athlete, and if you want to feel those highs, you got to go through those lows every now and then.
This time when you run and you just want to stop, you just want to give up, like, to hell with this, I just want to go home. This day when you get up and you know what, you have a training today, you know it's going to be intense, and you're like, oh God, I don't want to go today, but you got to go.
When you play sports and you're committed to something, the commitment, the responsibility of showing up to practice on time, to being there for your teammates, to listening to your coaches, it's a responsibility that you have when you're playing with a group, that you have to hold your end of the bargain.
When you have to make a putt, you make a putt. You have to hit the shot, you hit the shot. You just sort of like drop into another zone, and you block out everything.
Sometimes the will can outdo the skill. And sometimes a fella's will is stronger than the man who's actually better physically, and the determination weakens the other man just to see him so determined.
I still feel I have a lot to prove, not just as a player, but as a person, as a father. When I get to a point where I feel I can improve as a player, I walk away from the game.
I am the greatest. Hard fucking work. You put it in, you believe in it, you will succeed.
Everything was done to try to learn how to become a better basketball player. Everything. And so when you have that point of view, then literally the world becomes your library to help you become better at your craft.
Some of the best athletes, or the greatest athletes in the world, do things when they're uncomfortable.
You just have to stay calm, because it's not finished to the last point, no matter how close you get. I've been working so hard. all my life to be here, and I was determined to get this.
You gotta start from way down the bottom. You gotta let it grow up with you. And if you're successful and you tried hard enough, you're bound to come out on top. Just like these boys have come to the top now.
Mentally, we have a vision, we have a finish that we have to attain, you know, and sometimes you have to do it when you're old and you're tired, you know, and I think it's the test of your will to succeed.
For many times I was laughed at and not believed in, but it was still a kid with a dream and a belief in himself.
I feel I still have room to improve. I still set goals for myself to strive for. I'm never complacent with what I've achieved.
We have money, we have everything, we have fame. But the most important thing is the family. Keep your family healthy, good, and take care of your family, because this is the most important thing in the world.
Failing to prepare was preparing to fail. The night before a game, I ate the same food. I went to bed at the same time. I got up, I ate the same breakfast. Some people call it superstition, but it's a routine.
I went on the courts with just a ball and a racket and a hope.
Because you might be actually not feeling great physically or mentally, you're drained, but the confidence somehow gets you through. And when you don't have confidence, that's then when you have to sort of trust all the hard work you've done, and you have to keep on working hard so success comes back.
I make mistakes, but I strive every day to be a perfectionist.
Set yourself a definite goal and work hard toward that goal, and don't let anything or anyone stop you in the process, no matter what it is.
I didn't really care about the standings or, you know, the perception of my style or whatever, as long as I could keep learning these new tricks. And so as I was successful in competition and winning a lot of the events, my job was just to keep getting better.
All of you, I know you got him. I know you got him picked, but the man's in trouble. I'm gonna show you how great I am.
People perform better when there's no safety net. People perform better in sports and everything else if you don't have a plan B.
We were down 1-0. If you walked into our locker room at halftime, you thought we were up 3-0.
Nothing external can defeat the internal. The only thing that can take someone down or break you down is internal. Nothing external is strong enough.
You just never give up, because you never know what can happen. You never know who you can inspire and who you can influence.
I'm not going to go out and say I'm the greatest this or that. I was a kid with a dream. That's it.
You have to fail in order to climb that ladder.
You are fighting the greatest fight of all times.
And I fought because I knew it was not doomed to be a losing fight. It couldn't be a losing fight.
You know, as long as you believe in what you're doing and you're doing things you love to do, then you can go out there and be the best at it. And that's, you know, that should give you a lot of enjoyment, fulfillment in your life.
Always keep an open mind that there's something out there for each and every one of you. And it's up to you to go out there and find your niche.
You learn just to stick with it. I mean, there's lots of days where you don't really feel like doing it, or you don't feel like grinding it out, and you got to do it. You know, those are the highs and lows of being an athlete, and if you want to feel those highs, you got to go through those lows every now and then.
This time when you run and you just want to stop, you just want to give up, like, to hell with this, I just want to go home. This day when you get up and you know what, you have a training today, you know it's going to be intense, and you're like, oh God, I don't want to go today, but you got to go.
when you play sports and you're committed to something, the commitment, the responsibility of showing up to practice on time, to being there for your teammates, to listening to your coaches, it's a responsibility that you have when you're playing with a group, that you have to hold your end of the bargain.
When you have to make a putt, you make a putt. You have to hit the shot, you hit the shot. You just sort of like drop into another zone and you block out everything.
Sometimes the will can outdo the skill. And sometimes a fella's will is stronger than the man who's actually better physically, and the determination weakens the other man just to see him so determined.
I still feel I have a lot to prove, not just as a player, but as a person, as a father. When I get to a point where I feel I can improve as a player, I walk away from the game.
I am the greatest. Hard fucking work. You put it in, you believe in it, you will succeed.
Everything was done to try to learn how to become a better basketball player. Everything. And so when you have that point of view, then literally the world becomes your library to help you become better at your craft.
Some of the best athletes, the greatest athletes in the world, do things when they're uncomfortable.
You just have to stay calm because it's not finished to the last point, no matter how close you get. I've been working so hard all my life to be here, and I was determined to get this.
You gotta start from way down the bottom. You gotta let it grow up with you. And if you're successful and you tried hard enough, you're bound to come out on top. Just like these boys have come to the top now.
Mentally, we have a vision, we have a finish that we have to attain, and sometimes you have to do it when you're old and you're tired, and I think it's the test of your will to succeed.
For many times I was laughed at and not believed in, but it was still a kid with a dream and a belief in himself.
I feel I still have room to improve. I still set goals for myself to strive for. I'm never complacent with what I've achieved.
We have money, we have everything, we have fame. But the most important thing is the family. Keep your family healthy, good, and take care of your family, because this is the most important thing in the world.
Failing to prepare was preparing to fail. The night before a game, I ate the same food. I went to bed at the same time. I got up, I ate the same breakfast. Some people call it superstition, but it's a routine.
I went on the courts with just a ball and a racket and a hoe.
Because you might be actually not feeling great physically or mentally, you're drained, but the confidence somehow gets you through. And when you don't have confidence, that's then when you have to sort of trust all the hard work you've done, and you have to keep on working hard so success comes back.
I make mistakes, but I strive every day to be a perfectionist.
Set yourself a definite goal and work hard toward that goal, and don't let anything or anyone stop you in the process, no matter what it is.
I didn't really care about the standings or, the perception of my style or whatever, as long as I could keep learning these new tricks. And so as I was successful in competition and winning a lot of the events, my job was just to keep getting...
Hey guys, how we all doing? This is Lance Lisciotti with the Make a Score Tour. We're here at Rax Billiards in Vernon, Connecticut. We got Daniel Alvarez, 520, versus Mike Ash, 527. They're going to be playing a race to 11 9-ball. Call the 9. Jump, 3 foul, pushing, all allowed. Pretty standard rules. We saw Mike Ash play Kevin Kiley last night. Race to 13. He lost 13-9. It's a pretty good battle, but fell a little short at the end. Kev played very strong all night. So Mike is going to be looking for a better night tonight. Now he, just played last night and got to hit some balls on the table. So you would think he'd feel a little bit better, more comfortable tonight. But every day is different in pool. So you might play like a champion one night and you might play like a dog the next. It's really tough game to stay consistent. That's what we all struggle with. So, should have a good one tonight. How we all doing in the chat? We got any predictions? We have not seen much of Daniel. He's been coming around racks past, 6 months maybe. And he plays a couple of the guys. I haven't played him. And so I really can't comment on personal experience. And I've seen him play quite a bit of one pocket with Kenny, so that doesn't really show you much of a guy's rotation game. But I think we're going to be in for a pretty good match here. So Mike won the lag. Let's see what his opening break looks like. He struggled with the break last night playing Kevin. He would make a ball quite a bit, but similar to this, he either wouldn't have a good starting shot or he would have a good starting shot, but the out was not very good. The out would lay bad. So that's definitely going to be something to look forward to tonight. Ben Parker in the chat says, I think Mike comes out tonight firing after yesterday. Yeah, it's very possible. Very curious to see. He's got to get this break working a little better. It's a tough game when you're not getting a good starting shot and your opponent is. Like, that's what we saw a lot of last night. Kev Kiley was breaking, like, really good. And so that's something we'll keep our eyes on. We got to see what Daniel's break looks like as well. So Daniel pockets the 1. And looks like he's going to go for the 2 in the top right. Cue ball is going to be touchy here. Look at this shot. Wow, he hit the window. Fantastic shot there by Daniel. This is touchy. Got to cut it in and hold the cue ball. Very good shot. These lay pretty good. This is the shot here. He can go 1 rail towards the 8, or he can go 2 rails. I think he's going 1. So he's going to get a little off angle here. He can recover here, though. He can pocket it in the top right with some low left and drag over to the rail and let the left bring him down table a little bit. Or maybe just go back and forth pretty straightish. Overcut the 6. And looks like he's going to give Mike a look. It's no gimme. Mike's going to try to pocket it and cross over somewhere in this range. May go to the right long rail and back towards the 7. Let's see. Yep. And hangs the 6, but I don't know if Daniel's going to be able to make it. He may have to go like rail first and spin into it. I don't even know if that's probably available. He might have to jack up a masse a little. If not, he certainly can kick this way. But it's a small ball. This ball, it's on the bottom side of the rail. Yeah, he's gonna go this way. Let's see what he can come up with here. Cue ball may be tough to get out of there. Well, it makes a good shot pocketing the ball. Now let's see if Daniel's going to be an aggressive player and go for the bank, or if he's going to go up table with the 7 and stay down table with the cue ball. He may even be able to bank the 7 like beyond the 8. Try to leave, maybe use the 8 or the 9. Let's see. He's gonna be conservative and play the safe. And looks like a good shot. Mike certainly can kick at it, but I don't think he can see it. I think we're gonna see a 2-rail. Oops. I think we're gonna see a 2-rail here. And maybe try to get behind it. And, you know, it'd go this way or maybe even above the side, and maybe try to get it down table. I don't know if that's realistic with this angle, but try to get some separation, you know. Try to send the 7 down table and keep the cue ball up table. Jocelyn, thanks for liking the stream. Saw Tim earlier today. So Mike's eyeing up the 2-rail kick, I believe. I think he wants to get the 2nd rail and get behind the 7, but he might have other plans. Let's find out. He did get behind it, caught it a little thin. But you know what? This will work. Didn't sell out, so did his job there. Daniel's going to be elevated over the 9. Can he try to bring the cue ball back down here below the 9? I don't know if he can get that much right hand English or low right for the 9, you know, being jacked up over the 9. Chris, thanks for liking the stream. Let's see what Daniel could do here. This is tough. He may just bank it to the left long rail. All right, gonna try. Yeah, that was actually a good shot, but he came up short. Kevin Bourne, thanks for liking the stream. And Mike's gonna have a clean look here. Cue ball. Cue ball's not easy here, though. Angle does look like it's going towards the rail this way. Maybe he can draw back for the side or the corner. And misses the 7. You could tell he was trying to get that cue ball out of there. And that probably had helped cause the miss there. But this is no gimme. It looks like Daniel can try for the bottom right. And maybe avoid the scratch down here and try to come up. That scratch may be in play. I don't think it is, but it's close. If he doesn't like it, he could bank the 7 up and down and let the cue ball come across and down table. He's going to go in, yeah, so he must feel confident he can get out of the scratch. Probably put some high English. He could draw out of it if he needs to. Yeah, he might be drawing out of it. I think he is. Oh, he drew into it. Tried to draw out of it, but drew into it. And now Mike Ash, ball in hand on the 7. Pocket the 7, roll forward a little bit, keep a nice angle to go from the 8 to the 9. Paulo, thanks for liking the stream. This is a very nice angle here. This is pretty textbook. Craig, thanks for liking the stream. Just got to make sure you pocket the 8 here. This diamond table, 4 1/4 inch pockets. It's not forgiving. You can't be lazy on this and rub the rail. It hangs quite a bit here. No problem, Paulo. And Mike hit that one great. That didn't even touch the rail. And he fell pretty good on this 9 ball. And Mike gets on the board first with a 1-0 lead. All right, here we go. Mike to break, leading 1-0. Wing ball goes right in. One ball, needs to slow down. Oh, that was almost perfect. But the one ball did get all the way to the top rail. So I think we're going to see a safety attempt here. I looked away. I was sharing the stream. I have no clue what happened. What? How did he get down and touch the cue ball or something? Something goofy must have happened there. Had to have gotten down and like touched the cue ball by accident, I'm assuming. Which we've all done before. It sucks when it happens, but we've all done it. Daniel felt pretty good here. Pretty much stop shot. Wants to keep an angle, though. He can either draw back to, like, here, or he can stay about here. He needs to go one or the other. He drew back. Would have probably liked to have been up just a little bit more, but this seems okay. Might have to elevate a little bit. Oh, I see, Paulo. Okay, thank you. Oh, he had enough angle there. Got the most out of that, and felt pretty good on this 5. Pocket the 5, crossover one rail. Don't want to get straight on the 6. You would like to be around here and have an angle. Let's see where he gets. Oh, he missed the 5. Probably focus on all cue ball there. This got a little funny, though. I don't think Mike can hold the cue ball here. I think he's going to have to pocket the 5. And pocket the 5 top right. And either try, like, one of these for the 6 on the top right next. Oh, he's looking top left. Okay, if you cut it this way. Oh, maybe he could hold. Maybe he could put a bunch of inside English on it. Yeah, well, I don't know. Let's see how he's going to play this one. Oh, I see. Maybe he's going 4 rails. He tried to hold it with the inside. Caught the 5 thin. And Daniel's going to have a good look here and an angle. Probably going to see some high right English. Pocket the 5. And try to drive the cue ball in a line. Similar to this. Just don't want to get straight on the 6. Actually, you know, he may even come over on the high side and out. Yeah, like that. And look at the overhit it. Yeah, he's pretty steep here. It's definitely makeable. Cue ball, though, is going to be tough. There is a scratch by where he's standing, side pocket. Let's see how he handles this one. Pretty good. That was a pretty good shot there. Still has, you know, an angle here. Probably going to have to make the 7 and go back and forth with the cue ball. Not quite in that line, but I just wanted you to see back and forth. Pretty straight going each way. Yeah. Yeah. He wouldn't mind being on the left side of the 8 here. Yeah, this looks like it'll work. He'd like to pocket it and draw to this side of the 9. He's looking way over there. Wow, so he's got more angle than I thought. He's looking to go straight over there. Like more slide, less draw. Tough shot here. I mean, it's not hard to get the cue ball over, but got to make the 8. Yeah, see, it rattled, but he hit it pretty good. And he's got a nice look here on this 9 ball. Oh, Daniel. 9-ball catches the bottom rail and hangs it. And that's going to put Mike up 2-0. So Mike, after having, not the results he was hoping for last night, but jumping out nice here, 2-0 lead. Daniel, missed the 9 there, caught the bottom rail. So big swing, big momentum swing there, but in Daniel's benefit, it's very early in the match. It's 2-0, race to 11. Plenty of time to regroup and recover. The set just started. It's not the end of the world. But definitely a momentum swing. All right, Mike gonna break. See how the break's looking. He's been making a ball, but he's been struggling to get an opening look. This might be the 2-7 blocked him. So the struggles on the break continues. I mean, he may have a carom into the 9. Doesn't look like very natural, but it looks passable. He may be able to thin the 1 and try to bring his cue ball below the set. Use the 7-2 as a blocker. Like that too works. Daniel can kick. He may even have the edge, but not sure. Probably gonna have to kick. He'd like to get behind the 1, send the 1 up table, and let the cue ball stay behind the 7. Oh, he hit the other side of the 1. He got really far behind it. And 1 ball is at the worst part of the table, the worst spot on the table it could possibly be. Pretty frozen to the rail right past the point. Not the easiest of outs here. The 2 to the 3, it's not great. The 5-6 is going to have to be a combo or a carom in the top left corner. Definitely some work to do here. Yeah, that's the problem with that shot, is it just catches that point so much. It's such a tough shot. But, I mean, what's he supposed to do there with ball in hand? It's pretty tough spot. Daniel trying to get behind the 5. And I think he stopped Mike from pocketing the 1. Mike may be able to cut the 1 and send the cue ball in some sort of path like this. Basically just mainly control the 1 behind the 5. Maybe even get tight 2 rails above the 4. Let's see. Oh, yeah, trying to get behind those. That's not bad either, because, I mean, there's not really a high chance of a sellout. This is super tough, and he's jacked up. Maybe able to try to get the cue ball behind the 6. Hit the left side of the 1. Just like that. That looks like a good shot there. Yeah, real good shot. Use the 4 ball as well. Mike, he's going to have to kick, I believe, on this before the side. Tough kick here. Small ball to hit. Just missed it. Now, does Daniel go for a 3 foul here? Because the 2, 3, 7's kind of clustered up. The 5, 6 needs a combo. He could play the 1 and try to bring the cue ball down for the 2 in the top right next. Roll forward for the 3 in the bottom right after that. And then he's got to deal with the 4 and the 5, 6 combo. I wouldn't mind maybe a safety. Could shoot the 1 over here, roll up the cue ball behind the 9, and then try to use like the 2, 7, 3 for the 3rd foul. He's going to try to run out. He's going to foul forward, I believe, to around here. Overrolled it a little bit. Cue ball looks like it's going to track into the 9. But that's okay. He can just put some follow on it. May touch the 9 and go forward a little more. Tough shot on the 2, though. That's no gimme. Yeah, he's going to miss that one. That was no gimme. And Mike's going to have his work cut out for him here. But he does have a good starter now. Pretty natural line coming back towards the 3. And he can pretty much just play a stop shot here, cut the 4 and go up and down. He can draw back if he wants, if he feels good about it. Marcus, thanks for liking the stream. Oh, jars the 3, rattled the 3 ball. And Daniel's going to have a look at this. Thin cut. Cue ball's the question here. Where can he get the cue ball for shape on the 4? He may have to try to go back and forth twice. Yeah, he did. Good decision there. Matt, thanks for liking the stream. And gets a pretty good roll off that 7. Looks like he can, assuming the 4 goes in the side, looks like he can roll this one in and then take a look at the 5-6 combo. Is there a carom on the 9 in the side off the 4? No. Oh, he missed the 4. Wow. And look at this. Mike's got a good look at the 4 now. Lawrence, thanks for liking the stream. Mike, good opportunity here. Pocket the 4. Take your medicine on the 5-6. Going to be a little elevated over the 9. Steven, thanks for liking the stream. The issue here is the 5 ball may come over here with the cue ball on the left rail. Yeah, that was touchy there. Brandon, thanks for liking the stream. This is really tough spot to be in. He looks like he's gonna kick at it. I don't blame him. It's really hard to oh, look at this shot. Oh, that would have been really cold. What a great shot there. Kicks it in 1 rail, perfect. That was really tough. That was a great shot. And now he's got some options. He can draw, which would probably slide him over to here. I think he's probably better off with some high inside English. It brings you to the rail and then straightens up a little bit. He doesn't have to get far up table. Just, give yourself a good look in the side. You don't have to get perfect. Yeah, that's fine. Nothing wrong with that. And this is for a 3-0 lead for Mike. Mike is looking to redeem himself from last night. Not that he played bad. He did not play bad. Kevin Kiley just played really good. Chip, thanks for following. I think a big story of last night was the break difference. Mike was pocketing balls on the break, but not getting an opening look. And Kevin Kiley was pocketing like a ball or two, like 2 balls quite a bit, and getting really good starting shots. That was a big difference last night. And Mike's up 3-0, but he hasn't had any love on the break yet either. He's had 3 breaks. He's made a ball every time, but he's never been able to pocket the one. He's had to play safe on all 3 of them. So let's see how that's going to look. Corky in the chat. What up, Corky? Picardo, thanks for liking the stream. JJ Picardo. All right, so Mike Ash coming out swinging tonight, up 3-0. You know, so Daniel hung a 9. That's pretty big so far, because it you know, kind of should be more like 2-1, but it's not. It's 3-0. That 9 ball getting bigger and bigger. We got Luis in the chat. What's up? How you doing, brother? No problem. We got Kevin Bourne saying, "Let's go, Mike." We got a bunch of fans out there. We got some Mike fans out there. We got some Daniel fans out there. Look at this. So see, this is what just keeps getting Mike. That 1 ball keeps getting to the top rail. It's been there or like here. The majority of the racks. One time it was down here. I think it hit the point of the side and came down. But other than that, it keeps going on this top rail, which is not where you want to start. I'd like to see him like move the cue ball or just a little bit, or hit the one a little different. Maybe he is and I haven't noticed it. I don't know. But so he's going to have to play opening safe here. And Daniel's going to look probably to thin it and play all cue ball down 3 rails to the bottom rail. Oh, he tried to go... I don't know. He was trying to get safe there, I believe, and ran into the 5. And now Mike's got a shot at the 1. Looks like he can go to the rail and out into this type of area. He's looking at if the 2 passes, and he would come out like this. But I don't think the 2 passes. He may have to settle, try to get somewhere in this area or even higher. He looks like he's gearing up. He did come all the way back, so the 2 must go. And just gets around the 4 ball. Ben Parker says, think maybe Mike needs to take like 10% off the break, let the 1 travel a little less. You know, pretty good advice there, I think. It's a template and rack your own, so you can comfortably, you know, bank on the wing ball going. So yeah, if the 1 keeps going long, maybe lighten up the break a little bit. It falls a little bit shorter. I think that's a very good. I would try it. You know, if I was doing that, I'd say, yeah, you know, let me try it out. Sounds reasonable. Mike's in line here. Looks like you pocket the 5, go forward, and come back for the 6. 1 rail. Oh, he fell short. Corky. Yeah, maybe. It was a 50-50. Now, is Mike going to spear this one and go back and forth, or is he going to roll it? With the tight pockets. Oh, look at this. Hit that one. Oh, watch out, cue ball. Wow, he hit that ball pretty good, too. But cue ball comes back and forth, and now big opportunity for Daniel. Down 3-0, race to 11. He's played pretty good, except for he hung that 9. That was big, hanging that 9. Other than that, though, he's played pretty clean so far, pretty crispy. I'd like to see him put the cue ball more here, pocket the 7, and go like this. I think that's more natural than 1 rail from the bottom. But, you know, there's a lot of ways to get it done. And he fell very nice here. He wanted to be basically anywhere but straight. He's got the 8. He can come down 1 rail. He can go 2 rails. He can go 2 rails. He's got many options here. He's looking at, I believe, the 1 rail down to about here. Oh, watch out, cue ball. Jeez. That's a little scary. This is not the 9 he was planning on shooting here. Pocket, yes, but cue ball got a little away from him there. It's going to make this tough. And, yep. Yeah, that was tough with that cue ball being in the side like that. That was tough. And look at this. Cue ball gonna, looks like it's ducked up in front of the side here. Looks like Mike's gonna be able to just dunk this one in and take a 4-0 lead. And so far, it's the Mike Ash show, leading 4-0. Oh, you like that, Jen, do you? Oh, we'll see if the show continues. He's really, I mean, he's up 4-0, but he just can't get a look at the 1 after the break. Let's see if he can. Oh, this might, I don't know. Yeah, he can make that one. It looks like a back cut. Oh, he broke dry? What? He broke dry. I knew something funny was going on there. I knew there was no way he was going to have a legit look at the 1. Cue ball behind the 9. Watch out, template. Oh, yeah. Is that a diamond? Can we check? Did he get a diamond? For the 6 diamond players out there? Gonna be a tough kick here. I think Mike is, if he can even get to there, I think it's close, but some slow left-hand English should lengthen out the cue ball, bring him up table. It's tough, though. If you hit the bottom side of the 1, you might glance off and scratch in the corner. Oh, that's what almost happened. That was not easy. And Daniel's gonna have ball in hand. So, race to 11. Daniel's down 4-0. It's definitely not, you know, panic time or anything like that, but he's definitely got to be starting to get a little concerned about this lead, though. Don't want to let it grow too large. This 5-9. This 5-9 is 5 may go in the corner. May go on the side. May go in that corner. So I may go, once the 3 ball's gone, may go in a straight line to that corner. So I guess the 5's not as bad as it looks. But what's he going to do with the 3 ball here? Is he going to try to fire it in bottom left corner? Yeah. Yeah, needs his cue ball off the rail, though. Okay. All right. So he's got some options here. He can try to go one rail into them. I don't recommend that. Not recommended. Maybe some follow leads you down here. Slightly recommended. Touchy. Don't want to go beyond the 7 and stitch yourself. Ooh, he might be punching out and trying to do one of these. That would be highly recommended if possible. Yeah, right idea, just fell a little short there. But it's okay. Can lag the 5 down. Try to stay behind the 9 here. It lays a little funny, but I think he could go into the 9 and stay behind it. And he's stretching a lot too. That's going to make this tough to control. Going for an extension, I believe. Oh yeah, here we go. That's the, I don't even know what they call this extension, but it's Kevin Bourne's. It's kind of like the community extension. It's been there for years. And somehow nobody's ever taken it. So it shows you how good of a community we got here at Rax. Most of the time you leave anything behind in a pool room, it's gone in 20 seconds. That extension has survived years. Daniel plays a good safe behind the 9. Mike's got a 1 rail kick. He could also go 2 rails. That's 2 rails is pretty good here. Try to make the 5. The reason you go 2 rails is because the cue ball goes out this way. Yeah, he knew, but did miss the 5. If you go 2 rails, the cue ball glances on the high side and goes up table where you may have a look at the 6. If he had just kicked 1 rail at the 5 and made the 5, the cue ball ends up around here where you kind of have a high chance of blocking yourself behind the 7 or the 9 or something. And now Daniel, ball in hand here. Let's see what he's thinking. Looks like he's just going to draw back for the 6 in the top left corner, which actually, if he gets good on it, it's basically a stop shot. Oh no, he's going to go forward, high left, and play for the 6 in the bottom left. Yep. I wouldn't mind hitting that 8 full. Yeah, that's not bad. That's like perfect. Now he can pocket the 6 and cross his cue ball over in this area. I guess a more accurate line would be like that. Yeah, good shot there. Doesn't want to get straight. And he's got an angle. Now, do you play shape for the 8 in the top left or in the left side pocket? That's the question here. If you play for the top left corner, you kind of want an angle. You don't want to get straight, but you don't want too much of an angle either. He came up for the side, I believe, and just overhit it with some inside English. But not bad. He's got a look here at the bottom right corner. Angle looks like it brings him towards the 9 for a good looking shot on the 9, but got to put this 8 ball down. This is no gimme. Good shot there. That was a big shot for Daniel. He knew that was basically like shooting the 9, and he he's down 4-0. A lot of pressure on that 8 ball. Yeah, you could see his face a little. You could see a little relief there, and that's going to bring us to 4-1. Mike Ash with the lead. All right, so now our first look at Daniel's break. We've talked a good amount about Mike's break from last night and today. And let's see, so Daniel, a little unorthodox, breaking this far outside of the wing. Normally you'll see players break from about right here, but he still made the wing ball. It went right in. 2 in the 5, a little awkward, but appears to combo in the bottom right. Maybe a really steep shot on the 1 in the side, or a look at the corner. The corner would probably be better, but the 8-ball's in a bad spot, blocking the 2-5 combo from up table. Let's see. Might be safety here. Yeah, he's trying to get behind that 5. Look at this. That was a great shot there. That was really good. Not only did he get safe, but he broke up the 2-5. So if he gets ball in hand, the run out is a lot better. Did Mike get his jump cue, or is he kicking here? He's looking like there's a... Oh, he's jumping. Makes a good hit. But Daniel is going to have a look at this 1, bottom left. He needs to get around the 6. This looks like it lays decent, but pretty small window to play position for here. Oh, look at this. Wow, he would have liked to run into that 5, would have killed the momentum on the cue ball. But this is still very doable. He would have liked to have been off the rail a little bit more, but still doable. He can pocket the 2 and cross over towards the 3. That was a very nice shot there. That was smooth. Fell a little bit on the wrong side of the 3, but it's no big deal with where the 4 and the 5 lays. He can go to the top rail if he has to, going and then go towards the 5. Yeah, that's what he's going to have to do. He's going to pocket the 4 and try to have his cue ball go up and down into an angle somewhere over here. That'd give him a beautiful shot on the 5 and then heading towards the 6. Yeah, this looks like it lays pretty good here. Liz Hunter rooting on Mike. Like to see everybody rooting on their guy. All right, touchy shot here, but it lays pretty good. That was well done. That was a very good shot there. Now you got to pick. Do you stay above the 6, or do you follow down and get like below it? If you go below it down here, it's real simple to make the 6 and go out for the 8. If you stay above it, which is more natural, the 6 is a little tougher to pocket. Oh, he missed the 5. He had to have been thinking all cue ball there. It looked like he was trying to punch the cue ball off the rail a little bit. Had he just played the stop shot, he would have been pretty tight to the rail. So I think he was trying to cheat the pocket there a little bit. This doesn't look great. He'd like to be able to shoot it in the top right corner. Looks like the 8-ball's cutting that off. So it looks like he's forced with the side pocket. Cue ball's tough here though. The 8 ball is in the way. And if you draw out this way, it doesn't really lead you to anything. Yeah, not a bad decision there. All safety play. Would have liked to have wedged him up on the 8. Would have taken this one rail kick away. Would have made it a lot tougher to make a good hit. Daniel's definitely the favorite to make the hit here, assuming he can get to the rail. Yeah, he can. And he can even try to kick this one in. Got to try something here. Probably want to hit this one a little bit more on the firm side of life here. Yeah, that's why you hit it firm. So if you do miss it in the corner, it can come down table. You know what? It might have gone too far. Mike may have a pretty thin cut here. The issue is the cue ball. Cue ball is going to be going up table. So he's going to have to hit it firm and go up table and back down table. The question is how. The 9 ball is in a natural path. You know, if that 9 wasn't there, he could try to do something like this, come back, you know, maybe flirt with the side or the 8. He could have went like this, real tight and back around. But that 9 ball is just cutting off quite a bit here. He could try to really thin it and go up and down. That's probably the play here. If you feel confident you're going to make the ball. That's what he was trying, but he found the scratch. Had he gotten anywhere on that top rail, he probably comes down with a pretty nice look. But cue ball got a little bit away from him there, finds the pocket. And now Daniel, all in hand. 6, 8, 9 looks pretty good. Daniel felt pretty good here. Probably going to draw back for the 9 in the bottom right. No, he just stayed. Okay, he had less angle. Just stayed right there. Good look on this 9 ball here. See how he shoots this one. Draw, follow. Looks like he's going high, high left. Watch the side pocket. He's all right. Nice shot there. And that's going to bring us to 4-2. Mike Ash in the lead. I'm going to step out. I guess smoking in the booth is frowned upon in this establishment. So I'll be right back, guys. Give me like 4 or 5 minutes. I'll be back. All right, guys, back in action. What do we got here? Safety attempt on the 2-ball. More of a containing safe. Did his job. I mean, Mike can go in on a cross-side bank if he wants to. Brian Palacio looking for some action. We haven't seen him play a match in quite some time. Currently a 527. Brian, you might be a good match for maybe the winner of this. They're both right in your zone, 520 and 527. Mike may have a look at this 2-ball. I don't know if it passes the 7. It's close. Even if it does, I don't know. Maybe he can cross over his cue ball into this gap right here and play for the 3 top right, stop shot 5 bottom right next. That'd be sweet. I don't know if he's got enough of the pocket here. Let's see. No, he didn't have it, so he played all safe. Looking to create distance here. Looks like he did a pretty good job. Mike might have a real thin cut on this too, but cue ball is going to be flying out pretty unpredictably. How does he play safe though? Maybe he banks the 2 and tries to let the cue ball go by in the 6-9. I don't know. That's pretty tough. Takes a lot of right hand English. Maybe the same type of shot. Bank the 2 and just go 1 rail instead of 2. Maybe feel froggy and bank the 2. Feeling froggy. That was a tough shot. And now Daniel's going to have a look. Not a bad look, but this 3-ball, tough spot. May have to play shape for a 3-5 combo. Now the 6-ball's blocking the top right corner. I think he's trying to go into it and move it, which I don't blame him. You know what, though? Look at this. This looks like a cross side, Clyde. This looks like he lays pretty good. And then you got the 5-6. He is looking like he's going to be elevated over the 7. That makes us... Oh, no. You know, he's level. So he's going to have a good look at this 3. Oh, he passed it up. He played all safe behind the 7. And he's not going to like that. I mean, this is no gimme. This is a tough shot. This is long. But if Mike can put it down, he should end up with a pretty good look at the 5. But this is no gimme. This is tough. I hit it very good. That was perfect. Real sweet shot there. Now the question is, do you just settle for the 6 on the top right? Or do you try to get fancy and punch out above the 6 for the 6 on the side? You can try to get greedy here because the 7 lays in a good spot. And even if you get like below the 6, you can cut it in, come out. Nah, with this stretch, he's going to have to cinch it. Yeah. Yeah, definitely the correct decision there with that stretch. And there's nothing wrong with this. It's just a long, tough shot. You just kind of... I think you just focus on pocketing the 6 here and you take what you get on the 7. I don't think you have to get too fancy here. Yeah, the 6 was no gimme. Oh, look at this roll. Might have caught a roll. Last night, he wasn't getting away with too many misses. If he missed, he got punished more often. Heading this way. So he's going to have to get coverage behind the 7 or the 8 if he hits it like this. You know what? Maybe you call the 9 in the side, right? Because if you hit the 6 on the full side, it might send the 9 towards the side. Yeah, I think he called it. We saw him just point. Because it's free. If you call the 9 and like fluke the 6 in, you still continue to shoot. So you might as well call it. I think that's what they're talking about now. Yep. I think that's a really smart decision here. You'll see a lot of players get up and kick and not give themselves a free opportunity. I think that was very smart. He's not going to try to make the 9. He's going to try to kick it safe, but call it just in case. He hit it right on the nose. He just hit it too firm. Brian, thanks for the stars. Greatly appreciated. Those are dollars, right? Is that how it works? Those are dollars? Mike may be able to play the 6 with some follow and hit the point. I don't know if he can draw out. I think he's got, yeah, looks like he's loading up a follow. Hit this slow so the follow can catch. Yeah, I tried to cheat the pocket a little bit there. Cliff, thanks for liking the stream. And Daniel, great opportunity here. He's found himself down 4-0 quick. And now he's got a good opportunity to run these out and pull it to 4-3. Oh, I might have got him. That might have been a commentator curse. I definitely did not see that coming. This is a little trickier than it looks. If the cue ball hits the point of the pocket here, the momentum really dies. I might overhit this one a little on purpose. He tried to draw straight out of it, fell short. He could play safe. He could come off the 7, try to put his cue ball here and bank the 7. He could try to slice it in. And, geez, I don't know about the 3 rails. The 3 rails, if you slice it in with low right, looks to me like it's bringing you more on the pro side of the 8, the short side, which is not ideal. Let's see what he's got in mind here. A bank on the side, I guess, was a bank on the side. Maybe looking at some 2 ways. Like had the 7 landed on that side would have been good. But Daniel's going to have a look here. Pretty much try to cinch this one. Don't try to get fancy with the cue ball here. Just put some draw on it. Try to stay down table a little bit. Take your cut on the 8. And that'll give you a nice angle. Go up table for the 9 and maybe the right side pocket or the top right corner. But got to make this one first. This is not a gimme on this table. Oh boy, don't get straight. All right, so cue ball might be tight enough to that bottom rail where he can spin up with right hand English. Maybe some low right or like center right. I think high right can get the job done here. Corky says I definitely got him. Yeah, I might have got him there. But now he's back, right? He's back. So no harm, no foul if he gets out here. I think with just some high right, you can get here and let the spin bring you up table. You don't have to get perfect on the 9. Yeah, Corky's saying stun it up. I think you could do that too. He looks like he's got some draw on the ball. He might be trying to stun up. Oh, he tried to go low left. Yeah, I don't know about that one. He's going to have a look, though, top left corner. Cue ball may track towards the top right corner, so we might see him use some low right and try to draw the 9 below the corner. Cliff, thanks for the stars. Greatly appreciated. Brian says nothing against Dan, but known Mike longer and rooting for him. Yep, nothing wrong with that. Tough shot here. 4 rails coming back around. No way. Nope. Gonna duck up. That would have been pretty crazy had it gone 4 rails. So Daniel's going to concede that one. And that's going to extend Mike's lead to 5-2, racing to 11. Players taking a quick bathroom break. I'm going to take a quick bathroom break. We'll be right back. It looks like we're all back at the same time. And Mike Ash with a 5-2 lead going to 11. He jumped out 4-0. Daniel won the next two. Mike won the last rack. Here we are, 5-2 lead going to 11. Mike has still not figured out the break here. He'll be dangerous if he can figure out this break. But the one ball has just not been cooperating at all for him. But he's still got time. And he's got the lead, so he's doing just fine. Oh, looks like he's changing the cue ball. I like it. So the break wasn't working. He made a change. And looks like he's got a shot at the one. It's a tough shot, and the 3-5 is locked up. So still not exactly what he was looking for, but getting better. So as long as he's on a positive path, that's all you can ask for. Makes a real sweet shot on the one. Ooh, cue ball off the 8 and scratches. Kind of a cold roll there. And Daniel going to come up with ball in hand. I mean, he could put the cue ball around here, pocket the 2, and go into the 3. But your chances of coming out with something sweet is not very good here. It looks like he's going to play to a safe. All right, so what's the safe? He could just thin it this way, bring the cue ball that way. It's not automatic, though. He's got to really thin the 3, maybe even go off the 5 a little. Yeah, it's going to be sellout city there. Mike's got an angle, too. Looks like he can get the cue ball out of there. He can go high left 2 rails or like center ball, stun out 1 rail. So he's going to stun out 1 rail. I think that's a good decision. And fell very nice on this 4 ball. Good shot there. Now, doesn't want to be straight on this 5. Wants to go to the rail and out. Looks a little straight. Let's see. This camera can be pretty deceiving. Oh, he hit that. He hit that sweet. Had to cheat the pocket a little bit with the 5. Now he's got kind of a little funny angle here, but it looks like he can pocket the 6 and the cue ball will come down. He can come across. Oh, he went into the 8. Very nice. So he knew his path, his tangent line, was going into the 8. So he played it a little extra firm to bump it and create some separation. Oh, doesn't want to be on the rail. Yeah, not the end of the world, though. He got off the rail pretty good there. And Mike extends his lead to 6-2. All right, Mike breaking. Let's see if he can keep improving this break. Oh, this could be the one. Oh, the 3-6. What? Boy, Mike. I don't know who you pissed off, but this has been like every break this keeps happening. At least he's getting a look at the one, though. I mean, it's not a hanger, but it's a good look. But this 2 ball's in a tough spot. The 3-6 is tied up. He's stretching. He's just not having much luck on the break here. And you got to give him credit. He's moving the cue ball. He recognizes it, and he's trying to come up with something different. But sometimes the pool gods just want to torture you a little bit. Can he, let's see, can he roll his cue ball up behind the 9? Maybe, and shoot the 2 beyond the 8 ball? Like somewhere like there? Try to roll the cue ball up? I don't know. He might have too much of an angle. He could shoot that same type of shot, 2 ball up this way and draw like that. Let's see what he's got in mind here. Yeah, nothing wrong with that shot. It's a good shot. Looks like Daniel's going to have to kick off the top rail with some right-hand English. And catches it real thin. Not a bad leave, though. It doesn't look like it's going to be easy. Yeah, Mike's got a look, but it's a back cut. Cue ball's tracking into the 5 ball. The 3-6 doesn't look wired. It looks like it goes to the rail. I don't see any simple safeties either, and then it's hard to judge where the cue ball is going to be if you try to pocket this 2. All right, so he's looking like he might be able to pocket the 2 and get his cue ball on that side of the 5 and go towards the 3, or he's playing all safe, hitting the 2 ball thin. Oh, he could avoid the 5. Or he might have even overcut that 2 on purpose, playing all safe. It's tough to tell there. But Daniel's going to have a look at the 2, but not much on the 3. All right, he's going to look for a safety here. Probably going to come off our right side of the 3. Try to bring the cue ball like over here somewhere. Behind the 7, use the 7, 9, or maybe 8 as a blocker. 3 ball should stay about where it's at. So you can predict the 3 ball's position. You just got to basically play all cue ball here. Trying to use the 8. And might have overrolled it. I think Mike has a look here. I think he's got to look to the corner. Cue ball a little tricky. Maybe can try to do something like this with some right hand English. I don't know. Yeah, he didn't like it. And he played a good safe. Nothing wrong with that, because had he gone in on that 3, if he could have seen enough to make it, if you miss it, you're going to leave it hanging and give up control. So he chose to play safe and keep control. I think that was a good decision. Bill, thanks for now following. And good kick there. Might have gotten behind the 9. Mike may be able to see enough of this to make it in the top left corner. If he can just use some follow on the cue ball, or maybe some high right, and come 1 or 2 rails around here for the 5 in the top left next. Didn't have enough to make it, so played a good containing safe here. Wanted to get behind the 7, but still did his job putting the 3 at the end rail. Somebody just asked if Kenny and Jesse are gambling. They were last I knew. I don't know if they're still gambling or if they I'm assuming they are, but I can't tell you the details. And looks like Daniel played a good safe there. Looks like I don't think Mike can pocket this 3. He certainly can kick behind it 1 rail. Yeah, he's going to jump and try to pocket this 3. I like this decision here because if he makes it, there could be a nice reward on the 5. And doesn't get airborne, fouls, hits the 9. Going to give Daniel ball in hand. I think we're going to see Daniel place the cue ball around here, pocket the 3, and come across with the cue ball to this zone here. No, he's going to play it on the side with follow. I like this even more. Even if you get straight on the 5, you can draw back for the 6 in the same pocket. Got a pretty big zone here. Just don't want to get below the 5. You want to be above it or straight. Yep, this works. A little thin. He's going to cut it in, bring his cue ball down. He's probably going to go a little higher than he wants, but it's just still manageable. Oh, he played all safe. Not a bad decision there. He fell a little thin on the 5, and then probably would have fell thinner on the 6, and then thinner on the 7. So instead of going into the domino effect, he said, you know what? I'm just going to play a good safe here. And you know what? I don't know. Mike does look like he has a kick with slow right-hand English. But I think he's gonna try to jump at this one. I don't like jumping at this one if you can kick at it, because there's really no reward on the 6. Wow, great jump there. Made a great hit. Let's see if he gets a roll. I don't know. I don't know. Daniel might be able to roll up on the 5 and play his cue ball behind the 6, like nudge it and go into it gently. Yep. And he locked him up behind the 7 here. Mike can't jump this one. He's going to be forced to kick 1 or 2 rails at this 5, one or the other. Looks like he's looking at the 2-railer. You could call the 9 top left, just in case, if he's going to hit it with speed. Makes a good hit. Just gonna lock up. Yeah, not a bad roll there. That if you're a Mike Ash fan, you're liking that one. Daniel not too happy about it. I don't blame him. Gonna try to get behind the 6-7. Yeah, he didn't. That was tough. He didn't really have too many options there. And now Mike's got an opportunity here. He could shoot this 5 in the corner. The cue ball's the concern here. That 8 ball's a big ball. Looks like he could play the window in between the 7-8, have his cue ball come off, and play for that window. And, you know, if he gets over here, he could play the 6 in the corner. If he falls short, he could play it in the side. He could go back and forth like this. But the problem with this is falling short is not a good place to be. Like, he fell short here. And he has a look. It's just, it's very tough. It's a tough spot to be here. He can back cut it here and drag his cue ball over to here. Or he can go here and try to drag up to there. He's looking at, yeah, I think he's going to play this. He could really gear up and try to go up table and back down table. Yep, that's what he's trying. Oh, cue ball. Looks like Daniel's gonna have a look here. Good look. Yeah, this looks like a good look here. Pocket the 6, bottom left. Come up for the 7 in the bottom right. All right, so now this is going to be the tricky shot here. Looks like he can stay below the 8 in the side and come up for the 9. Or he can come up for the 8 in the bottom right, but then the position can get a little trickier. Let's see what he has in mind. He wanted to stay below. Yeah, he would have been there. He got good on the 8, but he missed a 7. Mike can bank, and he'll stay below the 8 and give himself a line going to the 9. He could cut it in as well. If he likes the side, he can cut it in and come around. Ooh, went with the bank, but just missed it. And now Daniel got to look at the 7 in the side. See what he could do with the cue ball here. Looks like he's going to play shape for the bottom right. Nope. He's coming down. Yeah, this is not a good zone to be in. This is going to probably be a tester in the top right corner coming up. Yep. Tester. Kind of slow roll. Let your cue ball fall into a sweet zone, but man, this is a tough 8-ball. This is very missable. If you hit it to this side of the pocket, it can bank and you get away with it. Oh, Daniel. Very sweet shot there. He hit that real pure. That was tough. Down 6-2. Man, that's a tough 8-ball to shoot. He hit it great. And pockets the 9. And that's going to shrink Mike's lead to 6-3. Still a lot of pool left. All right. We've seen a couple of Daniel's breaks so far. They've been pretty good. Let's take a look at this one. Oh, this one's looking real good. Wow, look at this break. Makes 3 balls. Nothing's tied up and has a good opening look at the 1. If you could bottle up this break and sell it, you'd be a rich man. The only thing that's a little sensitive is, you know, you got to get down table for the 8-ball, but I mean, it's, if you could get it every time, you'd take it, that's for sure. Some work to do here on the 1 to the 3. Looks like he's gonna fall sweet. Yeah, he fell real nice. 3 in the corner, and then he's gonna play the 4 in the corner next. Then he should have a 6-ball top left, swing around 3-4 rails for the 8 in the bottom right. Daniel got a great chance to break and run here. This is how important the break is. You know, the break is what's setting up this potential break and run here. He broke, made 3 balls, had a great starter, nothing tied up. And let's see if he can capitalize here. So far, so good. Stretching here. Gonna make this a little tougher. Ah, the stretch got him. Stretch got him. He was also trying not to foul and touch the 6-ball too, which makes it even tougher. And now Mike's got to be thrilled to get a look here. He's got a good look. He can cross over to this side of the table and give himself a nice line on the 6 going to the 8. Oh, he's coming to the other side. Dangerous. So he avoided the scratch. And you know what? Looks like he's got a perfect angle to pull this one down table. He can use the left long rail if he needs to. If he's as straight as it looks, he can just draw. But actually, the more I look at it, he may have to come to the rail with some low left. Is he looking up table? What's he looking up table for? Is he looking to go 3 rails like this? I don't like that. Don't shoot that. All right, so this lay is different than how it appears because he would have drawn it by now. He still may, but yeah, he's drawn. But maybe he's got to come across the table. Yeah, he did. Needs a friendly bump. Oh, wait, did he scratch? Oh my God, he scratched. And, well, you know what, though? This is a little goofy. I don't know if Daniel can put the cue ball here, cut the 8 in with some inside English, and bring his cue ball to like here and take a cut on the 9. He could pocket the 8 and try to go into the 9, but if you get beneath, if you get rail first, you might not like it. For ball in hand on the 8, this is tough. He could play safe. I mean, it's not great, but he could like put the cue ball here, shoot the 8 here, and just wedge him up on the 9. I think he's got enough angle where he can get the 8 above the 9. Yeah, I think that's what he's... Or he might just play the 8-9 combo. I don't like combos on these tight pockets, so I'll tell you. But this doesn't look like it lays too bad. Oof. Good shot there by Daniel. Not what he was... Didn't want to have to deal with all that for ball in hand on the 8, but made the best of it. Made a great shot there. And quick rack there. Brings us to 6-4. Mike going to 11. All right, Daniel would love to get another break like the last one. Let's see what he could do here. If he could break like that all night, it could be strong. 6, 7, 8 makes the wing ball, but no opening look at the 1. Going to see a safety attempt here. Nothing easy, I'll tell you that. You could bank the 1, try to get your cue ball behind the 3. Good luck. Really tough. Drill guy, you're welcome, buddy. What else could you do? Thin the left side of the 1 and try to come down table. He's looking at the 1-8. Maybe the combo goes. But cue ball, what are you going to do? Maybe he's going to try to run into the 3 as a stopper to keep the cue ball up table. I don't know. Maybe he's just going to put the 1 behind the 8. No, he went in on a combo. Or maybe, let's see. I think he went all in on the combo, which was very tough. I don't know if Mike's got enough of the pocket here. He got down pretty quick. He could play safe behind the 8 with the cue ball. Come off the right side of the 1. Oh, man, he had an opportunity to really wedge him there, but caught the 1 a little full. And now Daniel, good look in the side. And if he can put this down, he's going to have an angle going from the 2 to the 3. Yeah. So he's going to draw out 1 rail. Bumps into the 5, but if the 5 stops, it's not bad because now he can pocket the 3 and just come across like 1 rail. 5 in the side, 6 in the side, 7 bottom left, 8 top right. He's got a good chance to run these out if he puts this one down. He may have enough angle where he wants to come across the table and then back towards the 5. That 5 is not a complete hanger in the side. You got to get pretty decent on it. Yeah, I like that decision there to go back and forth rather than just slow roll and try to hold. If you try to hold, you know, and you overrun it and you end up over here, the 5 ball becomes a lot more difficult. So he felt pretty good on it here. Yep, perfect. Perfect here. Play some follow, maybe some high right. Go to the long rail and back towards the 7. You wouldn't mind getting straightish on the 7. Yeah, you can see his little pep in the step now. Overhit that one. He's going to fall a little thin on this 8. I don't know. Let's see if he's going to float one rail or if he's going to go up and down, not hitting the 9, but he might go like, try to do something like that. He could just go up and down and stay on this side of the 9. No, he's going to the left side of the 9. I think he's going to float one rail. Yep. Watch out, cue ball. Oh my gosh, that's cold. Yikes. So instead of 6 to 5, it looks like we're headed for 7-4, Mike Ash. So it's a mistake, but it's also a little bit of a cold roll. But tough roll there for Daniel. All right, so Mike, he's been struggling to come out with a good look, and he's been getting a lot of balls tying up. He does have a mediocre look at the 2. It's long and it's a little back cut. It's a look, but let's see that 3 ball. Yeah, you know what? You can back cut this 2. Try to play this type of zone right here for the 3 in the same pocket next. So for what Mike's been getting on average, this is actually a pretty good look. Everything's open. Yeah. He didn't know what to do because he's like, oh my God, I have a look with an open rack for the first time in 2 days. So that probably stunned him a little bit. And you know what? Might have got safe by the 3. It's going to be close. Daniel, he could kick 1 rail or 2. Oh, he's jumping. So if he's jumping here, I assume he's trying to pocket this ball top left. And there could be a reward if he was to make it. I could hear from the booth that he actually miscued on that. He did get over the ball and made a good hit, but you saw it lost a ton of its power. And that was definitely from a miscue. I could hear it from pretty far away from the table. Mike going in on the 2. And looks like he's going to give Daniel a shot, but a lot of work to do getting this cue ball in shape for the 3. Daniel may just pocket this 2 and find a good safe on the 3. Yeah, looks like it's safety time. Could bank the 3 ball up and have his cue ball come across. There's probably something better than that I haven't seen. May be able to bank the 3 ball this way and get the cue ball by the 9. I don't know. It looks like he runs into the 9 if he does that. Maybe just bank the 3 above the 6-7. Yeah, like that. Doesn't want to give up the side. I think he executed there. Yeah, Mike's looking at the kick immediately. So good shot there by Daniel. You can see a one rail kick. I don't know if it goes top left corner. Oh, cue ball. It's a big 8-ball. So Mike getting a couple rolls tonight. Was not getting the best of it last night. But today is a new day. But he made a good hit. You know the old saying, it pays to hit him. Gonna try to kick this one in the side. Watch out, cue ball. Oh, a hanger. So Daniel with a good roll right back at him. I think the only thing I'm seeing... Oh, watch out, 9. 9-ball may be in the way of this one. 8. See, the 8 and the 9 is both partially cutting off the proper lines. Maybe he can go above the 8 with a bunch of left. Yeah, that's what he's looking at. Could maybe... Let's see what he can do here. Might have to, like, swerve this one. Oh, look at this. That works. Dan Usello, thanks for liking the stream. Daniel does have a look here. Mike made a very nice hit there, though. He did his job. He's going to make Daniel earn it. No ball in hand. Daniel could call the 9 in the... Oh, he was going to draw out of it. All right, that was a little loose. But not a bad leave. Safety attempt. Going to be jacked up over the 5. Maybe he's going to play a similar shot as Daniel. Bank the 3 over there and try to stay below the 9. No. He tried to get cue ball behind the 6-7. And looks like Daniel's going to have a look in the top left corner. Probably going to use some low right. Stay below the 8. Oh, he played all safe. I could tell Daniel's patient. He's definitely a patient player. If he don't like it, he has no issue playing safe, that's for sure. And Mike's going to have to swerve at this one with some inside English. And good hit there. Good outcome. Dan, the summary so far would be Mike Ash jumped out to a 4-0 lead. Daniel had hung a pretty good-looking 9-ball in one of those racks to help Mike with the 4-0 lead. And then since then, it's been trading racks pretty much. Daniel has closed the gap from 4 to 3. It's been, yeah, but besides that start, which is actually similar to what we saw last night when Mike played Kevin. Kevin jumped out 5-2. And then they kind of like traded for the rest of the set. But Mike felt real nice here on this 5-ball. And he's in line now. 6 and the 7, same pocket. And then he should have an angle to come out for the 8 in the top right. He wants like a similar angle on the 7 next as what he has now. Yeah, he would have had the perfect angle, but he bobbled the 6. Not a bad leave, though. 6-ball, definitely with some cooperation there, leaving the pocket. Yeah, Dan, that's a good point. I talked about that a little bit earlier, saying, well, you know, Mike did have some table time last night. He should feel a lot more comfortable today after having a set under his belt. And Daniel with a very nice safety there. That was touchy. And he knew if he did not get behind the 7, he was probably going to give up a very nice look on the 6. So very good shot there by Daniel. Mike going to try to jump this one in. And hit it pretty square. Look at the 8 ball, no? All right, Daniel. Daniel played a good safe. Mike made a good hit. And now Daniel's got a good look. Put some high English on this. Come down for the 7. Get straight or an angle. Ooh, rubs the 5 a little. Or the 5. Rub the 8 a little. But if he puts this one down, he should be in good shape. Oh, bobbled it. I'm surprised he did so much with the cue ball there, coming above the side. I thought he was just going to more level out and, you know, high or just a touch of left and smooth it in, come basically where he's at now, but below the side. I think that makes it easier to pocket the 7. And now Mike with a good opportunity, great opportunity. So he stayed more below, keeping an angle. I think that was a very good decision there. And now he's got a 1 railer, pocket the 8. And let your cue ball just come down into this nice zone down here. Doesn't want to get stuck on the rail. No, he's going to be just fine. Good shot there. Might be a little awkward with this side pocket. Let's see if he can bridge it. Oh no, he's good. Very nice shot there. Let's see if he can close this one. Oh, bobbled the 9. He almost swiped the cue ball there, but I think very good decision making Daniel shoot this one on this table with the tighter pockets. This is no gimme. And if you were to spin it in, if you go rail first, watch out for the cue ball scratch in the corner. He definitely wants to spin this one in, but he might be better off going center ball or left-hand English. Let's see. Yeah, see, he used the inside English. And you know what, though? Not a bad leave. I mean, this is super tough. What do you do here? Same thing. If you try to spin it in rail first, cue ball's track into the corner. I think we're going to see a safety here. Come out, edge the 9, and come out up the... Yeah, wow, what a great shot there. That's tough to thin that ball like that. He hit that sweet. And now Daniel in a bind here. He might have a 1 rail stop shot bank. You only shoot it if you feel pretty confident that you can keep the cue ball on that bottom rail. If not, he can play a similar safe as Mike just shot, where you come off our left side real thin and just bring the cue ball up table. If you're Kevin Guimond in the finals of a Make a Score Tour tournament at Yale, you 4 rail it in to win the tournament. That really happened. It's on YouTube somewhere. It was a Make a Score Tour event I had at Yale Billiards like probably a year and a half ago. He played Alex Bosch in the finals. It was pretty crazy. Daniel going all in on the bank. And tough shot. Now, if he had kept that cue ball down table more, this 9 ball's a lot tougher for Mike. Letting that cue ball come up table like that was dangerous. And Mike punishes him for it. But, you know, this is a tough spot for Daniel. And Mike's going to extend his lead to 8-4, going to 11. All right, the journey for Mike's break continues. Let's see. He's going back to the original starting point. He had went more center table. Let's see what he comes up with this time. Pockets the wing, pockets the 3. Look at this. Oh my gosh. He made 2 balls on the break and has a good opening look at the 1. Oh shit, what did I do? And, oh wow, look at that line. Pocket the 1 and come out here for the 2 in the side next, and there's no clusters. This is no wonder why the line went way off the screen there. Like, it doesn't know what to do. So Mike finally with a nice look at I mean, he's looking like he's going to have to stretch quite a bit here, but compared to what he's had to deal with for the past 2 days, this is like one of the best looks he's had. Yep. Bring out the bridge. But lucky for him, fortunate for him. Not too much you have to do here with the cue ball. You pretty much just cinch the 1 and use the correct speed to bring you about center table, a little bit above. Wants that cue ball to keep going. Oh, a little short here, but he's okay. You can just roll the 2 in. And cue ball will drift down a little bit. And still give you a very nice 5 in the top right with an angle. So he's still in business here. I think he fell enough where he can keep the cue ball around that circle. He doesn't want to fall below that. Definitely doesn't want to get behind the 6. Oh man. So he really tried to slow roll that one. And he hung the 2. And Daniel, huge opportunity now. Daniel down 8-4. Race to 11. So slowly running out of time. But he's going to have to make a move. He can't trade racks. You know, he's going to have to win 2, 3, 4 in a row at some point if he's going to make a comeback here. Oh, wants to slow down. All right, so this just got a little tricky. You're probably going to have to use follow and go to the bottom rail and shoot the 7. He's going to use some high left. Go 2 rails, shoot the 7 in the bottom right. Oh, we ran into the 9, and he hung the 6. Oh, man, this is huge. If Mike can get out from here, 9-4 is pretty commanding lead. Little goofy with the 6 ball here. May have to go rail first. Oh, watch out. Spinning up table. Okay, at least he got clear of the 8 ball. Not exactly where he wanted to be, but at least he's got a look. Oh, bobbled the 7. And you know what? Now Daniel's going to have a pretty good look. Daniel's going to have to slow roll this one and hold for the 8. And I think he could be okay here. If he slow rolls this one, he should end up with a pretty good look at the 8. And put some inside English on it too. Really well struck ball there. And now he's got a good reward. He's got a correct angle going towards the 9. Put a little low right on it. And pretty much just pocket speed. And should have a good look at the 9. Yeah, well done there. All right, so could be the start of the momentum changer here. That was a big rack there, 9-4 or 8-5. It's a world of difference. And I'm going to run out and have my final, what'll most likely be my final cigarette break here. I'll be right back, guys. Give me 3-4 minutes. I will try to hook you up with the tableside microphone here. All right, guys, we're back. Back and better than ever. Mike Ash at the table, shooting the 2. Can he hold there? I don't know if he could hold for the 3 in the top right corner. Let's see. All played the bank so he could get up table. And now Daniel's going to have a look. If he's straight, he's in a rough spot. Oh, it looks like he's going to go forward. Very nice shot there. Very, very good. Now he's going to have pretty much a stop shot and have the 4 in the top left corner next. Yeah, good shot there. Now, if he's straight, he may have to just stop, jack up and stop the cue ball there for the 5 in the top left corner next. No, looks like he can go forward. Let's see. Yeah, he's looking at it now. He said, well, I could just stop here, take the 5 in the corner. I think that's what he's going to be forced. Oh, he's going forward. If he better not roll forward, because then he might end up... Okay, he's looking at going all the way across. So, yeah, that's okay. Wants to get pretty straightish on the 5. Oh, he missed the 4. Playing all cue ball. He's thinking all cue ball there. Mike has the corner, but very tough shot. Cue ball looks like it wants to go to the rail, and no, it's going to stay more up table than that. Maybe he ends up with a look at the 5 in the bottom right next, or he slow rolls it for the bottom left. Oh, opportunity for Daniel. He'd love to run these out and cut the lead to 2. He's got to apply some pressure on Mike. You know, a 3-game lead is a sweet cushion, you know? If he can close that gap to 2, it might put a little pressure on Mike. It might force a couple mistakes, you don't know. Or Mike could end up playing perfect, you never know. But you got to try to apply pressure. Mike had a 4-0 lead, so he's had control of this entire set. He hasn't really found himself in an uncomfortable position yet. Daniel's been uncomfortable pretty much the whole set, down 4-0 and trying to fight back ever since. So if he could just get a little closer, it could change things quite a bit. Is he going to go in on this cross-side bank? No, I should have known he was going to play safe. We were talking earlier about how patient he is. And great shot. Looks like a great safe. Mike may have to kick 2 rails. Like this. That's about all I'm seeing. Good shot there. Good leave. Didn't sell out. Daniel's going to play safe. Probably try to bank the 4 up. Put his cue ball behind the 9. We went in on the bank because the bank has 2-way properties to it. Had he missed it and it comes around here, he gets safe. And he made it and now has a good look at the 5. Very good shot there by Daniel. If he can run these out, that could be a huge shot. But still a lot of work to do here. This is tough. Looks like the angle's going towards the left, and he's going to have to draw back. Misses the 5. And you know what? Mike's going to have a pretty good look. Going to have to bring the cue ball back and forth. Hit the long rail, each long rail. How's the speed looking? Pretty good. Really good. Very nice speed there. Pocket the 7, top right with some follow. Probably wants to get that cue ball up towards that break spot you see right here. Wants the cue ball up here or beyond. Want to be, you know, up around here somewhere. Then you have a nice angle to roll the 8 in the side and go towards the 9. Dawson asking, what size pockets are on this table? This is 4 1/4, 4.25-inch pockets. So it's not insanely tight, but it definitely keeps you honest. The cloth is very worn. It's not bad cloth. It's Simonis 860, but it is well worn, so it makes the pockets play even tighter. You got to hit the object ball a little harder, you know, to muscle the cue ball around, and it definitely forces some misses. Daniel might be straight in on this. Or he can just roll it in. Yeah, good shot there. Got to be a little careful here. Don't want to bump the 9. Looks like his tangent line will bring him this way, where he can choose English. He's going to go outside English and play the 9 bottom left. Looks pretty natural. Oh, okay, he got on the total right side of the 9. And he's going to have a pretty good look here. Going to have to earn it, though. It's no gimme, that's for sure. Big shot here. 8-6 and 9-5. Big difference. Daniel, great shot there on the 9. And he's going to inch a little bit closer to 8-6, going to 11. All right, Daniel, the break. He's been breaking pretty solid. One of them he made 3 balls. Oh, cue ball. Cue ball in the side and made a ball, but did scratch. Mike going to get up, shoot the 1-8 combo. Everything goes. No combos have to be played except for the starter on the 1-8, which you don't have to play, but it kind of makes sense. Definitely want to shoot the 1-8. You don't want to have to play the 7-8 later in the rack, because the 7 doesn't have to cooperate when you play the combo. If you were to get like straight in on the 7-8 combo, it's actually bad. You'd want an angle. I would start with the 8. I'd play the 1-8 combo, get that off the table. Opens up the pocket for the 7. And you should have the cue ball and the 1 close to each other for good position on the 2. He looks like he wants to play short side on the 1. Yeah, now he's looking at the combo. Back to the short side. He fell kind of on the 50-yard line here. He's got both bottom corners, but a little off angle on both. Probably going to pick the bottom right. Oh, is he playing safe? Yeah, he is. So both players showing a lot of patience. Daniel gonna bank this 2-ball up, try to keep coverage behind the 3-9. Looks like he accomplished his goal. May have given up a window. Close. Mike may have to kick one rail at the 2. He doesn't have a gap in between the 3-9. He probably doesn't have the gap, or he would have kicked it by now. Or it's maybe funny where he's... Oh, okay, he does have the gap. Can he pocket this ball? No. Oh, had to kick at it. That's got a little funny. Little 50-yard line. Probably see a safety here the way Daniel's been... Oh, he went in on that one. But he did overcut it, which is the safe side to miss it. He might have even played all safe there. He might not have even tried to make that one. Daniel's gonna have a look here. It's tough though. It's not easy. Probably gonna come across for the 3 in the bottom left. Now he went try to go back and forth. And Mike's gonna have a look at the corner. Cue ball's gonna be a little tricky, but he's got a look. He'd like to go on the side, but it looks pretty thin. Gonna draw out of the scratch. Wow, really good shot there. Yeah, he did as much as he could do there. He's got a good look at this 3. Come back for the 4 on the side. Or the 4-8 combo, probably the side. Yep, hit that real good. Now he's got a decision on the 6. He could play it in the top left or the bottom left. Depends how much work he wants to do with the cue ball. It's pretty natural to use some low right and come over here. He wants to get above it, and he did. Wanting to slow down, though, cue ball. Oh, he got well above it. That's going to be tough up there. Where the 7-8 lays, he just really has to try to pocket the 6. He doesn't have to do anything with the cue ball. But this is a tough shot. Wow, he hit it great. And with this 7-8 combo, like I said earlier, you want an angle like this, because now you can just focus on making the combo. If he was dead straight in on the 7-8, the 7 leaves the pocket and it gets tricky. Oh, watch out, cue ball. He might be, well, this is close. He may have a back cut. I think he does, but it's really close. At least if he can cut it in, he does have a natural angle bringing him towards the 9. He could play safe too, basically almost like, yeah, just like that. Oh, look at this speed. Speed is very good. So not only did he create 9 feet of distance, he got behind the 9 as well. Very good shot there by Mike. Daniel's going to probably jack up with some right-hand English and swerve around the 9 a little. And he wants to get to the top rail. He wants to go rail first and kick the 7 down table and create separation. It would now he don't like the swerve, so he's going to kick. Still, he would still like to kick behind it. He wants to go 2 rails here and get behind it. Now he's looking at the swerve. So what he would like to do here is you jack up with some right, the cue ball starts swerving, and you get to here with the right hand English, and it goes into the 7, and he wants the 7 to do like something like this. Touchy shot here, very tough to hit it. Perfect. He caught the 7 going in. He wanted to get behind it, and he caught it going in. Almost cut it in, but this is going to give Mike a very nice look here. Pocket this 7, come down 1 rail or 2. Speed's looking pretty good. Yep. Job well done there. But still a little work to do here. Got to put this 9 down. And Mike makes a good shot on the 9 there. And he's going to increase his lead to 9-6. Mike to break, still trying that. I believe it was his last break, was his best looking one yet. Let's see if he could build on that. And you know, nothing tied up, made a ball, and has a look at the 1. It's not a gimme, but it's a pretty good look at the corner, top right corner. Cue ball come across the table, back and forth. Out for the 3 in the left side pocket next. Don, thanks for liking the stream. Oh, slow down. Cue ball's getting away from him. Made a good shot on the 1, though. Looks like the 6 ball's blocking the 3-8 combo. I think we're going to see a safety here. He could come off the edge of the 3 and bring his cue ball down, try to get behind the 9-7. Probably the 9. Oh, look at this, going after the 4. Wow, looks pretty good. Looks pretty good. Daniel better hope he could get to the rail here. Because if he can't, it's going to be a tough kick. 7 ball looks like it might be cutting off this. Maybe not. He can get right at it. And makes a good hit. And Mike's got to look at the 3, but he's going to be very elevated over the 6 ball. He doesn't have to do much. He could just try to roll it in and take a long shot on the 4 next, but it's very tough when you have to elevate this high. All right, does his job there. It's going to be close to if he can pocket the 4. If not, he could go rail first and make the 4. and the cue ball probably goes into the 7 or around it. Might have to gamble a little bit. And tried to muscle through the 4. Missed it. Daniel would love a look at that top left corner, but I don't know. 5 ball might be blocking it. What's he looking at? The 9 in the side or the 4 in the top right? He's looking at some, or maybe he's looking at the 4-5 combo and play the 9 with the cue ball. Yeah, he said something to Mike. I think he called the 9 in the side. Let's see. Can he play a 4-5 combo and the 9, or is he going after just the 9? It looked like he... Oh, look at this. Ooh. Looked like he went after all 9 ball there and hit it pretty good. But Mike's going to have a good look now at the 4. Probably going to have to draw his cue ball out of there. Yeah, Marcus. It was not a bad look. He almost made it. It was close. And almost banked the 4 in. And Mike pockets the 4. Has a pretty good look at the 5 now. Can he roll forward for the 6 on the side? That's what he's looking at now. 9 ball might be blocking that pocket. That's not an easy combo either. If the 6 doesn't go in the side, he could pocket the 5 and try to roll forward to around this zone for the 6 in the top right next. I think that's doable. He's looking at staying up table. See, I'm not in love with that. If you stay up table around here, then you have to shoot the 6-8 combo. I'm not a fan of combos. I mean, sometimes you got to shoot them, but this one's avoidable. Oh, misses the 5. Misses the 5, and now Daniel with a good look and an opportunity. I think he's going to go 1 rail for the 6 on the side next. Oh, he missed the 5. Got a little funny here, though. This is no hanger. Mike should probably play the 5 top left and call the 9 in the side. He had a 2-way there. I don't know how great it laid. I looked at it real quick, but he just pushed the 5 up to the rail and said, you know what, Daniel, you figure it out. He could try to go 2 rails towards the 8 ball, get behind the 7-9, but 6 ball is a big ball. Yeah, that's what he's going to try to do. The 6 ball is big. Got to get around the 6. And then you don't want to make the 8 with the cue ball. Well done. Got around the 6, didn't make the 8, and got safe. Mike's going to kick 1 rail at around that diamond. We're going to see something like this. He can try to make this one rail first. It's tough, and you risk whiffing at the 5 and giving up ball in hand. But it doesn't lay too bad to try to make this one. There is a potential scratch, actually, all the way in the top left corner. Let's see what he can do here. There's a scratch, too, in the top right corner if you hit the right side of the 5. Oh, he went before the side pocket. And that's going to be a foul. Daniel, big opportunity here, ball in hand. They lay pretty good. Get out here, cut the lead to 2. Mike's still not on the hill, so you got that working for you. That he still has to win 2 compared to 1. That's a big difference. And playing shape for this bottom left corner looks pretty good. Probably going to see some follow on the cue ball here. Make sure to go below the side pocket. He could draw out of it too if he wants, but follow is probably a little more natural here. Oh, that's what he did, but he missed a 6. This is a little goofy. Play a 3-ball combo here? I think you have to. If he could play the 6 on the bottom rail, off the 8 and in, where the 8 clears the pocket for the 7, that's not bad. It's probably better than the 6, 7, 8 combo, but that 8 ball looks pretty deep. I don't think he can play the 6. 7 ball might just be blocking it too. He's going to have to play the combo. And 2-ball combos are tough, let alone 3. But can't blame him there. He, you know, had to try something. See both players laughing a little bit. Daniel, good opportunity here. Play the 6-8. 6 ball is going to go to the high side and come out a little bit. So if you could pull, yeah, you got to watch your cue ball here because the 6 ball is going to come out. You'd like, I mean, I don't know if he can. He might have to hit the thing. I don't know. This is touchy. He wants to hit the 8 on the full side to stop the momentum of the cue ball, but he's got to favor the thin side like that. And you know what? For all things considered, this is not bad. It's tough, but at least he's got a look. He's got a couple different... Oh, he's going to play safe? No. He might be playing safe here. It might be 2 rail in the 6 to the top right, playing safe behind the 7-9. Yep, he is. Oh, look at this. He played a safe, and the 6 goes in the side. And you know what? He might have a look at the 7 in the top right corner. Wow, that could be huge. But, got it. Yeah, okay, good shot there. Not out of the woods yet, though. This is no gimme. All right, so that 6 ball could be a big shot. Now we're at 9-7. And not only just the game, that's the type of thing that can potentially put a player on tilt a little bit. You know, Mike could be like, geez, are you kidding me? You know, like, I mean, so far, everything we've seen out of both players, they're both pretty calm and relaxed. So, but you never know. You never know. That I'd definitely be shaking my head a little bit like, man, really? The guy off the bottom rail on the side and straight in on the 7? But you can't let it bring you down. You still have a 2-rack lead. You're only 2 racks away from the cash. Just got to keep doing what you're doing and try to forget about that. Daniel could really use one of those 3-ball breaks with a straight in. He might have broke dry. He did? Did he? Yeah. Yeah, he did. He broke dry. And Mike's going to have a pretty good safety here, banking the 1 and putting the cue ball behind this big cluster here. Yeah. Yep. Daniel's going to have to kick 1 rail. Gets a little fortunate there. Almost left Mike straight in the bottom left. But didn't leave him much here. I mean, maybe he can cut it in bottom left. Yeah, he might be swinging. Or he's playing safe. Nice swung. Yeah, look at this shot. Great shot there by Mike. Only downside here is he might be a little straight on that 2-ball. He'd like to put some force follow on the cue ball. Go 2 rails out. He may have to just settle for being pretty high up table here. Just try to give himself a look. Oh, he's just gonna try to go 1 rail. Or maybe he's drawing all the way back. Oh, I see what he did, yeah. Good shot there, well controlled. But another toughie here. This is long and straight. Oh, puts that one down real nice. Wants the cue ball to slow down though. Oh man, had he fallen like right here, he would have been in business, but this is a little off angle now. If he's feeling froggy, if he's feeling good, he can go in on the bank. He can use some low left or all draw. He could play safe. He could just shoot the 4 to the rail and bring the cue ball up. Try to leave something like that. That don't look too bad. Even if you leak out, you shouldn't give up a high percentage shot. The only issue with that is you got to draw above the side. It might bring you a little bit more like this, but as long as you put the 4 ball where it's supposed to be, it's okay if Daniel could see it. Nothing wrong with that shot either. I don't know if he got him behind the 5, but man, he left the 4 ball in a real tough spot. I think Daniel was trying to bank that ball up by the 6-8 and get safe, and it caught the point. But he's scratching the side, and now Mike, ball in hand on the 4. 6 ball's a little goofy. 8 ball's in a terrible spot on the 6. I think the move is you put the cue ball here, you make the 4 in the side, and you follow up to about here, and then you shoot the 5, and you play this line right here. I think that's how you deal with this 4, 5 into the 6. He could try to get his cue ball like over here and then draw up to the 6 or use the long rail and come up. Either way, that might be what he's trying to do. Let's see if he stays above or below the 5. Yeah, I don't know. This is pretty straight looking. If he could just go this way, straight back to where he is, somewhere around here, that would work out pretty good. Gotta be careful here though. If you fall short, you're in big trouble. Oh, watch outside. Oh, he fell good. Fell great. Very good shot there. But what can he do with the 7 now? He'd love to go to the left long rail and get his cue ball out, somewhere around here. I don't know if he's got that angle. Oh, he did. Look at this shot. That looked easy, but man, he hit that really well. That was not as easy as he made it look. And now he's in business. Now he's got a good look at the 7. He's got an angle. He's got a couple options for position on this 8 here. Most likely going to see the 8 in a top corner. It's just a matter of which one. Oh, he went above the 8. I'm surprised at that decision there. You know what? He's got to look in the side. He'd have to roll this one in the side, or like medium speed, follow his cue ball to the rail, and back out around this area for the 9. Actually, you know what? Cue ball looks like it's going up more like this. Or maybe like right where the 8 is. Tough shot, though. Tough shot just to make the 8. Oh, he speared it in. Wow, really good shot there. Those shots, especially at that speed and the side pocket, is really tough. And he's going to have a look at the 9 here. Tough shot. And Mike Ash. Man, that was a tough out there. That was tough shot after tough shot after tough shot. Gets out. And Mike Ash on the hill, 10-7. Daniel Alvarez back against the wall, needs 4 in a row. All right, Mike on the hill, 10-7. And breaking. He's hit the balls good. He's just not getting looks after the break. He'd really like maybe he's been saving the break for now. Let's see. 3 ball? Oh. Wow, dry break. You don't see too many dry breaks with the template, and I think that was back-to-back dry breaks, one out of Daniel and one out of Mike. Doesn't look like he has much to start with here. Oh, he caught the 6. He caught the 6. Gonna be a foul. All right, Mike, ball in hand here. All the balls go. 7 to the 8. Gonna have to go across the table. 6 ball leads you there pretty good, though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, outlook's pretty good here. So Mike's gonna follow one rail. Gonna pocket the 1. I'm probably gonna come around the 9 over in this area. Don't want to get straight on the 2, though. If you get dead straight on the 2, you might have a little issue with the 3. Oh, he drew. Okay, nothing wrong with that. That's like perfect right there. Because now he does have the angle to pocket the 2 and have his cue ball come out and have a nice, real nice look at the 3 and an angle. This is really good line right here. Yeah, he's a little straight here, but because he's got such a good look on the 3, he's got options. He can draw out. He could go high right 2 rails. Probably see him go high right. But he's got options. He can just draw to like center table, like just make sure he doesn't stick himself behind the 6. Yep, that's what he did. And Mike Ash running him out here. He's got a nice line here. 4 in the bottom left. Come up to the left of the 9 ball for the 5 in the left side pocket. If you were to fall short, you'd have the corner. Put a little left-hand English on this cue ball. A little high left. So he fell a little short here. The side is definitely still in play. But this is 50-yard line. He's looking like he's going to lock into the side. So make it with some right-hand English and try to come up and hold. If he can't hold, it's okay. He can play one of these. Just got to not hit the 9. Oh, he took the corner. Wow, what a good shot there. Jacked up over the 9. And now, you know what? He might be able to level out. I don't think the 9's gonna jack him up here. He might be able to yeah. Maybe go forward a little bit. and have your angle 7 to the 8. Might even be going to the top rail. Oh. Yeah, this works. A little steep, but he needed his angle and he got it. Tough shot here. This is definitely missable. This 7 ball, if it touches that rail, those pockets are going to play a lot smaller. Big shot here. If he can smooth the 7 in, you know, cue ball could fall around here pretty good for a pretty good looking 8. Good shot. Very good shot. And he landed about where he figured he would. So he's got an option here, right? Do you draw or a little low left and shoot the 8 and try to settle your cue ball? Or do you punch it in and come across? That's the question here. Now, anytime you get close to that point, the cue ball can lose its momentum like tremendously. I think the 8's above where he can pick whatever he feels more comfortable with. I think he can come across if he wants to. And I think he can just use some low left and kill the cue ball and maybe spin it in a little and hold. If I had to pick one, I'd probably come across, but let's see. He's going to hold. Oh, man, he hit that pretty good too. That was not a bad stroke there. He hit that pretty good, but just caught that long rail. And Daniel's still alive here. Probably put a little right on this. Oh no, he's going left. Went inside English. That's the issue right there with inside English, is it's bringing you kind of center table-ish like a little bit more than you'd like. Where if you just go with the grain, you could play the right side of the table for the 9 in the bottom left. But you know what? Daniel got through that with a lot of pressure on him too. And 10-8, here we go. All right, Daniel, successful break here. Now, he needs 3 in a row. Do you think about, maybe I'll take a quick shot at this 1-9 and try to put a quick beat up? He's looking at it. Yeah, he's looking at it. The nice thing about if you play this 1-9 is you can play your cue ball backup table. A couple different, 1 rail or 2 rails like this. You can try to create some separation, and you hit this firm where the 9 does not stay by the hole. Wow, not a bad swing. That was pretty close. And not a bad leave. I mean, doesn't go in the top right. It does go in the top left, but tricky. Very tough. Wouldn't blame Mike if he tries to look for a safety here. But if he knows he can get his cue ball beyond the 8, it's not bad to go in on the 1. He played all safe. Wanted that cue ball to get above the 7-9. Marcus, I'm going to guess he plays the 1-9 combo. Joanne Corbett in the chat, how we doing? Corky said, yep. Shoot at the 1-9. All right, Daniel looking for some late momentum here. He's 3 racks away, but Mike is on the hill. He fell pretty good here. Looks like he can pocket it with some high left and come out or around here. If the 3 goes in the side, he may be able to spin pretty steep with a bunch of left and get down here. I think staying up table for the 3 in the corner is probably the move. Yeah, that's not bad. He felt a little funny here where if you slow roll it, your cue ball probably comes out pretty far, but you have to really muscle it to go back and forth. He's going to try to spin this one in with draw with some low outside. And miss the 3, trying to hold the cue ball. Yeah, Marcus, all the chat is like roughly a 10-second delay from when you type it to when it actually goes on the screen there. All right, Mike, great opportunity here. He's got a good chance to close out here. If he gets this 6 ball down, he should have a real nice look at the 7. This is a huge shot right here. If he can get this 6 ball down, he might have a real nice opportunity to close out here. Oh, he tried to kill the cue ball with some low outside and overcut it. And Daniel's still alive here. Pretty good look at this 6. If he was to miss it, he may even get coverage behind the 7. So a little bit of two-way properties here. But he don't want to even think about missing it. He just wants to make it and get out. Watch out, cue ball. He's okay. Oh, now what? Do you play the 8 in the side, or do you come back down for the 8 in the top right? I guess you could go forward up table for the 8 in the bottom right as well. He's got a lot of options here. He's looking at the side. He's looking at just rolling the 7 in and letting the cue ball come up and back towards around here. The issue with that is the 9 ball. You do not want to pocket the 7 and stitch yourself behind the 9, and then you're kicking for your life at the 8. That would be pretty bad spot to be in. Looks like he's going to go with that shot. Yeah, maybe he's drawing out. Oh, he drew out. Wow, he had more angle than I thought. This is no walk in the park here. Gonna have to back cut the 8, some low left. He might be better off playing safe here. This is tough because you're not guaranteed a good look at the 9 if you make it, is the problem. Tough shot here. There's not really a bunch of great safes. He could like shoot the 8 to like here type of thing and let his cue ball float up and try to use the 9 as a blocker. But you can't come back and win playing safe either. He went in on the 8 and he missed it. But you know what? He let the cue ball go to the top rail here and didn't give up much. Mike may have a bank in the side and then keep his cue ball up table around where it's at now, but you're not going to have a great look at the 9. He doesn't really have a bunch of great safes either. I mean, he could try to bank the 8, something like this, and keep the cue ball up table. Oh, he's going to thin it. Yeah, yep, this is good too. Not a bad shot there. Daniel is going to have a cut on the 8, but it's super thin. And watch out, cue ball. If this could end the set. If Daniel was to scratch here, there's definitely some risk with this shot here. There's side pockets in play, the bottom right corner in play. I mean, I guess if you really got unlucky, you could do one of these. I mean, it's tough just to make the 8, and then that cue ball is going to be running. He's got a safe. He could bank it to the rail and try to go by the 9. He went in on trying to make it with inside English and hit it pretty full. Hit it thick. And Mike Ash, I mean, he's got a look, but this is tough. Do you jack up and try to play the stop shot, basically? You know, maybe you stun forward like a ball. Do you level out and roll it? I think you jack up, and I think you go after this one aggressively. I don't know if you roll this one. That's a good speed, but yeah, see, I don't like the cue ball if you roll it. I think he wanted to get a little bit more up table, you know, maybe around here for the 9 in the side or the corner. He fell a little bit off angle here, but you know what? You make one tough 9 here and collect the cash. This would be for the win. Tough shot, though. Can Mike get it done? Oh, misses the 9. It was definitely no gimme, that's for sure. That was tough. And with the cue ball being on the rail here, this is not automatic either. And if this gets away from him, there is a scratch in the bottom right as well. If the angle's as steep as I think it is. Got to be careful here. This looks easy, but cue ball on the rail makes everything hard. Yep. See, Ian, look at the cue ball was tracking for the scratch. And Daniel is going to concede this rack here, and that's going to be the set. Mike Ash takes it down 11-8. So he redeemed himself. He lost last night to Kevin Kiley 13-9. He battled very well, but Kevin Kiley played just out of his mind. He was breaking so good, and he was playing good. And Mike Ash comes out today and redeems himself, beating Daniel Alvarez 11-8. So congratulations to Mike Ash. That's a great rebound. A lot of players would have lost last night and said, you know what? I don't want to play tomorrow, this and that. Mike went out there and he turned it around and he got the cash. So got to give him a lot of credit there. Thank you all very much for tuning in. This is Lance Lisciotti with the Make a Score Tour, and we'll catch you guys next time.
For many times I was laughed at and not believed in, but it was still a kid with a dream and a belief in himself.
I feel I still have room to improve. I still set goals for myself to strive for. I'm never complacent with what I've achieved.
We have money, we have everything, we have fame. But the most important thing is the family. Keep your family healthy, good, and take care of your family, because this is the most important thing in the world.
Failing to prepare was preparing to fail. The night before a game, I ate the same food. I went to bed at the same time. I got up, I ate the same breakfast. Some people call it superstition, but it's a routine.
I went on the courts with just a ball and a racket and a hope.
Because you might be actually not feeling great physically or mentally, you're drained, but the confidence somehow gets you through. And when you don't have confidence, that's then when you have to sort of trust all the hard work you've done, and you have to keep on working hard so success comes back.
I make mistakes, but I strive every day to be a perfectionist.
Set yourself a definite goal and work hard toward that goal, and don't let anything or anyone stop you in the process, no matter what it is.
I didn't really care about the standings or, the perception of my style or whatever, as long as I could keep learning these new tricks. And so as I was successful in competition and winning a lot of the events, my job was just to keep getting better.
All of you, I know you got him. I know you got him picked, but the man's in trouble. I'm gonna show you how great I am.
People perform better when there's no safety net. People perform better in sports and everything else if you don't have a plan B.
We were down 1-0. If you walked into our locker room at halftime, you thought we were up 3-0.
Nothing external can defeat the internal. The only thing that can take someone down or break you down is internal. Nothing external is strong enough.
You just never give up because you never know what can happen. You never know who you can inspire and who you can influence.
I'm not going to go out and say I'm the greatest this or that. I was a kid with a dream. That's it.
You have to fail in order to climb that ladder.
You are fighting the greatest fight of all times.
And I fought because I knew it was not doomed to be a losing fight. It couldn't be a losing fight.
You know, as long as you believe in what you're doing and you're doing things you love to do, then you can go out there and be the best at it. And that's, that should give you a lot of enjoyment, fulfillment in your life.